You're listening to the Mark Hatfield podcast.
It was a number of things. Like my parents both had cancer at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, and so my dad was going in for surgery for his last colon cancer surgery, and they took him off. He's on a lot of medication because there's a history in our family of it, and so they took him off his blood thinners to do this surgery. And while he was in the hospital, fortunately he was in a hospital.
Yeah.
He had a stroke, right? And it was a pretty severe one. And we're like, so I was in Kingston at the time, and my aunt lives in Kingston, so we got the news that he'd had a stroke. We just like bombed it back to Ottawa, and when I got there was this doctor with my mom and my brother just being all like, you know, we call him Dr. Doom, because he was basically saying like he may not make it out of this alive. If he does, he might be, depending on how bad it is, it could be a different sort of level of vegetative sort of state. So all that, and then I stayed on in Ottawa for a while, and then eventually his condition got a lot better. Like he was very lucky that the doctors were able to work their magic on him, and that he was in the hospital at the time it happened. And he's made practically a full recovery. I mean, like he's like his language isn't all there anymore. His strength on his right side isn't all there anymore, but he still golfs, he still curls, he's still you know, he can still enjoy life. He's still a normal, you know, he's not disabled, you know, which is the way it could have gone. So
or worse.
We're all super lucky that it went the right way. But yeah, when that was happening to me as a young kid, you know, I was 21 at the time, I guess. 20, 21. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough for me. I mean, and obviously everyone goes through their own things. Like that was something for me that I had a hard time dealing with, because I just, you know, do I look like I've been through a lot of hard times in my life? No, I've never been through anything like that before. So I just, it took a toll on me. And then there was and then of course there was just the not doing well in school, not doing well socially, not doing well in all these aspects of my life. It was just a not good Steve at that time. But I'm not saying I would have done anything any differently, but I would have.
Yeah, I mean, so you have an event like that, and it changes everything, right? It gives a new perspective on things, and you realize
it did for sure. I didn't want to be on the path I was on anymore, and also it made me want to be back home, because I was going back and forth through his rehab. I was going back every weekend, and we would watch Cowboys game together and like help him with his rehab and do his exercises and stuff like that. So after a while, I was just like, I just want to be home with you guys for a while. And then it ended up being that I would be living with them until I was 27, but I've moved out now, and I'm living with Birdie now.
Yeah.
And they're great. They're great housemates.
And you have a path, and you enjoy getting up every day and working towards something that you want to be doing, right? Not a history degree.
Yeah.
But entertainment.
It was, yeah. You can't go through life, pursuing something that putting effort into something that you're not passionate about. That's the most important thing, is just like, if you're not passionate about something, then why are you doing it?
Right.
Why would you squander the short amount of time you have to be a human being by doing stuff that's not either fun or fulfilling for you? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, obviously we all have bills to pay, and we all have expectations put on us by ourselves or by others, but I mean, you gotta live life on your own terms.
That's right.
You know, Like you live life on your own terms.
I try to do move in the direction that makes me and the people around me the happiest. For sure. That's how
you have a tattoo of a lion on your arm, and your wife as like one thing. You're living on your own terms.
That's right. This is an eagle for my kids.
Eagle for your kids, lion for you,
me, heart for love, and that's.
Oh, is that for me?
That's for Steve Love.
The heart
for Steve
you
Love.
got a tattoo just for me.
And then this is actually a picture of you. If I flex, it turns into Steve Love.
Nice.
That's right there, for sure.
So what do you think?